Hey, what's happening, everybody? It's Sanjoku. We're back at it tonight, coming at you live. I just told you guys I was going to be bringing you a offensive breakdown and a defensive breakdown before we did the preview to the Packers game. So we're bringing the offense tonight. I'm excited as shit about it. I really hope you guys are too. I think the offense has really changed a lot since the preseason. I think we know what direction we're heading in. I think we understand what we want to do now. And I could not be more fucking excited about it. I am not even going to lie to you guys. I really think we're on the verge of greatness right now. I just wanted to bring to you guys what I'm seeing. Let me know what you think about it. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe to it. We really have a lot of fun just breaking down these games, breaking down this team. I've been a diehard Raider fan for a long, long time. I just want some people to share it with, so be sure to check it out. We're going to go ahead and jump into this. I'm not going to lie to you. I really think we're going to win this Green Bay game. I know we're going into Green Bay. We're playing Aaron Rodgers. But everything I'm thinking about is we have this game. I'm going to try to explain it to you guys, let you know what I'm seeing. If you think I'm wrong, please let me know. If you think I'm right, just click that like button. But I think we go into Green Bay and get this win. The Texans, barring injury and coming off the road that we've been on, I really don't think this is a win as much as I hate to say it. And then when we go back home finally in November, I do not care who is on this roster right here. We are going to kick the shit out of the Lions. I don't care if this was the Patriots. I don't care what this team is. But when we go back to our home game, we have a winning record after that long ass road stretch. This could be any team on the planet, and we would kick the shit out of them. And I am pumped as shit about it. Where does it start? With our punishing offense. I know nobody wants to watch a video about an offensive line. Let's just be honest here. This is what Gruden is building. I have not seen this kind of offense since the probably early 90s, to be honest. And NFL teams are not built to stop this anymore. And I am freaking loving every single second of it. I just want to touch on this real quick because these dudes are going to be our offensive linemen for honestly at least the next, some of them the 5 years, a few of them the next 10 years. So you really need to get to know these guys. Colton Miller and Trent Brown are fucking massive men. There's no other way to say it. They're both 6'8". Colton Miller is 6'8", 325 pounds. That is a huge, huge dude. And Trent Brown's fucking 380. He is massive. And that's our ends locked up. And I'm not going to lie to you guys. I thought Trent Brown was a little bit older. He's only 26. And Miller's only 24. So, I mean, these two guys could, for the foreseeable future, I mean, no shit, probably 10 years could be our tackles on this team, barring any kind of crazy injury or anything, which is insane to me because those are two massive tackles, and you have to have that in the NFL right now. Rodney Hudson, I don't care. I mean, you could argue he's one of the top three centers in football, but to me, he's no shit, probably the number one center in football right now, and we have him locked down. We're going to have to give him a contract, I think the year after next, so he's definitely going to Vegas with us. Gabe Jackson is finally coming back after the break. I know we're going to give up a little bit of size with him coming back in there, but the talent level that he has and the mental communication that he has with Hudson is unreal. So I am so fucking happy that he's coming back. That's going to be a huge, huge difference on our offensive line. It's going to make such a dramatic change to it. And don't get me wrong, Good's been playing lights out. I know he got beat up there for a little bit, but Good is playing wonderful. And I think within the next 2 years, you're going to end up seeing him take Richie's spot, which I'm honestly okay with. But every offensive line needs just, for the lack of a better term, just a dick on it. And Reggie's that guy. But Reggie needs to fucking be careful because we all saw him push that dude's head into the dirt. And as a Raiders fan, I was like, hell yeah, you take that shit, take your face right in the dirt. But his track record is a lot like Vontez's, to where if he fucks up one time, you know the NFL is going to punish us for no other reason than we're the Raiders. But when you line up against him, and don't get me wrong, Incognito, I'm glad you turned over a new leaf. I'm glad you're trying to be a leader on this team. And those couple tough penalties kind of fucked us, but we need you on that offensive line. your ass needs to be careful because they will boot your ass from this league faster than you know what to do with. So you just need to chill with that shit. But the bottom line is this offensive line, they're fucking huge. They are huge. We have one of the biggest offensive lines in football. You can go through this shit and check out everybody's offensive lines. But this is a major, major part of what Gruden and Mayock are trying to do. I'm not going to lie to you. It took me a little bit of time to figure out what the Raiders were trying to do. And I think they changed it up a little bit as they were going. But with what they have going right now, I am happy as shit for the sole purpose of Josh Jacobs. This dude right here, if he stays healthy, he's going to be 1,000-yard back. We haven't had a 1,000-yard back since Latavius Murray in 2015. And I love Murray. I was pissed when we got rid of him. I understand we couldn't afford him right then. And I really thought he was going to do more in New Orleans. I know he wasn't going to take over the starting spot, but I thought that 1-2 punch was going to be, I mean, it is working out. Don't get me wrong. They have a really good record right now. But I think going on, you'll see him become more of a part of that offense. But Murray was awesome. And Jacobs is a very similar back. And his ass is going over $1,000. I guarantee that. I guarantee it right now. Mark my words. He's going to be our next 1,000-yard back. That shit's coming this season without a doubt. I'm going to put him, honestly, somewhere probably right around that 10 to 12 touchdown range, which is insane for a rookie. I shit you not. If he does not get hurt, this kid is going to be our rookie of the year. He's strong. He's fast. His legs never stop grinding. I'm so pumped about this kid. I can make a whole video about him. But the bottom line is, much like the rest of this offense, they're all buying in, which is huge. Everybody understands I'm a piece of this offense. We need to make this shit work, and it only works if we work together. And they're doing it. They're doing it huge. And huge in the sense that not that they're doing it great, just the fact that they're all fucking massive. If you go back and look at this, you have our giant-ass offensive line out there. We're running those 2 tight end sets out there. You have Waller coming in being 6'6". You have Foster being 6'4". And then you bring, I know Ingolden's the biggest dude. He's only 6'1". He's 240. But he knows what that block has to be. Like, when he hits that hole, he knows immediately who he needs to pick up. And that is awesome. Just truly, truly awesome to have a fucking fullback who's young as shit, who will be on our team for probably the next 5 to 6 years unless he does something crazy or just something totally, totally stupid. Those 2 guys right there between Ingold and Josh Jacobs, that's going to be our running game. So we have our offensive line and we have our running game pretty much in place. I'm not going to lie, Jalen Richard, I was really expecting him to be a bigger part of this offense. I know he's still coming in on 3rd downs and he's making those key blocks, and I'm really proud of him. I really thought he'd be more of a playmaker. I think we're going to see him break out more towards the end of the season once they kind of figure out what we're doing, and he's just going to be another added threat. DeAndre Washington's coming in just to spell Jacobs, and he's not having the best year ever, but he's hanging in there, and he's getting the where is he at on here? So he's got 23 attempts for 74 yards and a 3.2 yard average. That's pretty good for us as far as just coming in as a back who's just trying to give Jacobs a break, let him get out the field for a minute. So he's still getting yardage. But I think Jalen and Washington are both going to have to go ahead and just kind of step up more in the passing game, because I think we're going to start seeing more play actions. But at the same time, with as big as our team is, we can move any fucking defense out there to where we're getting at least 4 yards a carry. And then Ingold, I know he only has 2 carries for 4 yards, but both those carries were for key first downs. So our running game's looking really solid. I could see us drafting another back, as much as I hate to say it, because I really like Jalen, I really like Washington. But if we have a shot at getting a really good back in the, I'd say the 3rd round, or no, the 4th round, because we lost our 3rd and our 5th, I could see us taking a back right there, just to fight for position, see if you can win that spot. But for right now, I'm really pleased with the line, really pleased with the running back situation that we have. Our tight ends, I might have spoke too soon on Foster. I mean, Foster's 6'4", he's 250, and the kid's making some big, big plays for us. And I really don't see him being like a massive part of this offense as far as like yardage or catching touchdowns or stuff like that. But Waller's going to start getting, or he already has been, you saw it in the Bears game, where he's getting double teamed the majority of plays. And if you're running a two tight end set with a fullback and you have a tight end that's able to draw double coverage, that's why you're seeing them break out of the backfield. That's why you're seeing Foster make these catches. Those dudes are both young, again. So I think our tight ends are pretty much set. I could see Carrier getting dropped. I could see us bringing in somebody else to kind of fight for that 1-2 spot in there. But nobody's going to replace Waller. I think he is the key to, or one of the keys to our future going forward with this team. So I think our tight ends are pretty much set. We'll probably end up drafting somebody. I don't see us trading for anybody in that situation. So I mean, so far we're huge, we're fast, we're moving the ball, we're looking really strong. We get into our receiving core. I know I touched on them in the last video a pretty good bit. But our receivers, once we get Williams back, I try not to talk about this motherfucker, but when AB jumped onto this roster, I think we kind of built our receiving core around him. I think that's why we brought in JJ, we brought in Grant, because that way those guys could kind of stretch the field, get one or two dudes out of there, and then AB could do whatever the hell he wanted. But I mean, as we all saw, that dude's fucking crazy. I know a lot of people truly hate him. I really think there's something wrong with that dude's head. I think he needs to have it checked out. I wish him, I truly do wish him the best. I know he completely fucked us over, and he kind of fucked up our 2019 season from what people are saying, but I really don't think he did it as much as we said, because from what Abram was saying, I mean, he was never there. We just practiced like he was never actually there, which was the best possible thing we could do. But I mean, with Williams and Zay Jones stepping up, I'm telling you guys, that kid's going to be a huge, huge fucking part of our offense for no other reason than those two receiver sets. If you have Jones and Williams out there, it's going to make a big difference. And when teams finally get pissed off and they're like, all right, fuck it, just send in our big ass group out there. We're going to stop this run game. We're going to stop it. We're going to make everything stop. We're going to screw this offense. We send in Renfro. We send in, send in Trevor Davis. Those dudes are fast as shit. You get an undersized linebacker who's supposed to be fast guarding Trevor Davis or Hunter Renfro. It's an easy first. And then we just keep pounding the fucking football down their throat. This receiving core, I know, I understand you. There's a lot of people bitching about it, and it's not the best receiving core that we have out there, or that we could have out there, but we're not going to I see so many people talking about these stupid ass trades. They're not going to happen. I understand that people are trying to get views on their videos, but it's just not going to happen. We're not going to go out there and fucking trade for AJ Green when he's going to be a free agent at the end of the year, and we can go out there and try to sign him. Which, honestly, I think if he doesn't end up playing, or at least playing a little bit, we could probably get a pretty good deal on him. But he's older, and I understand that dude is one of the best receivers in football, and he might be saving his body this year, so I wouldn't be too pissed if we went out there and got him. And then people are like, oh, we're going to get Stephon Diggs. And it's like, there's no fucking chance we go out there and cough up a first for Stephon Diggs. It's not going to happen. Take that pipe dream and fucking stuff it up your ass, because that shit is not going to happen. We're going to have 2 first-round picks and a second-round pick in this next draft. If you think we are giving that shit up to get Stephon Diggs, you are out of your mind. Gruden and Mayock love these picks more than anything else in the world. And it sucks that we gave up our 3rd and our 5th for Antonio. But, I mean, it is what it is. You can't go back and change that shit, so you just have to accept it. But if you think we're getting rid of our 2 first and our 2nd to bring in a receiver that, Diggs we're not going to get. I'm sorry. I hate to be the person to break that to you, but that shit's not going to happen. If it does happen, it'll completely blow my mind. And AJ, we'll wait to see if he becomes a true free agent. And if he does, if they make a move at him, so be it. But if they don't, if we could bring in, honestly, I don't see us bringing in a receiver in the first, our 2 first-round picks or a second-round pick, unless there's just somebody truly exceptional out there. So we'll see what happens with that. And then going in, the last position that we have here, I mean, it's Carr. And I know I'm wearing his jersey right now. And for those of you who haven't been to this channel, I love this dude. The only reason I picked this picture is so you could see, should the Raiders consider trading Derek Carr? The answer is fuck no. Fuck no. It pisses me off anybody that says that we need to go ahead and trade this dude, get him off the team. The bottom line is his contract will be up soon. We're honestly not paying him that much. He got his money up front. Drew Brees finished last season as the number one percentage quarterback in the NFL. It was 74.4%. Derek Carr right now, sitting at, where is it? 73.3%. And trust me, I understand Derek Carr is one of the best long ball throwers in football. I truly, truly love when he just airs that shit out. And we're going to see more of that going on, because the more this offensive pushes and the more we start controlling defenses, they're going to start putting that extra man in the box when they don't need to put that extra man in the box, just out of respect for Josh Jacobs. And you're going to see Carr start burning the shit out of people. But we don't need him to. That is the key to this offense. Carr goes for 250, no touchdowns and no picks. Chances are we're winning that game if Jacobs is getting 20 to 25 carries. Oh man, this offense, I'm telling you, defenses will not be able to stop this offense. They're just too fucking big. A lot of teams have like a few big dudes that they put out there in certain situations. This team is fucking huge, like huge. And when we get down in the red zone, you're going to start seeing that size. And everybody's like, well, he only has 6 touchdowns and he has 3 interceptions. The touchdowns will come. The interceptions, I honestly don't think will. These passes that he's making, I know people are like, he's just going to dink and dunk. If he dinks and dunks for 4,000 yards and ends up getting 28 to 30 touchdowns, how the hell can you argue that? Because I guarantee you, much like Williams in that one game, he's going to get a few opportunities a game where they load the box and it's 3rd and 1 and everybody in the stadium thinks we're running that ball. Then he airs that shit out past the safety, especially now that we have Zay Jones. If we run one of those 2 receiver sets out there where they're both on the same side, one of them does a slant, the other one streaks, somebody's going to be open if they're stacking that box. I'm happy as shit about this season right now. If you guys want to see what my schedule breakdown was, be sure to check that out. It's another video that I did. I had us going 10-6. I see it as 11-5 right now. I think we go into Green Bay. We keep rolling this momentum. We show them we don't care who the fuck we're playing. We're going to go out there and beat you. Houston, I still think is going to be a tough game. Guys, I'm telling you right now, and I haven't been this excited in a long fucking time, and I've been a Raiders fan for a very, very long time. But the shit that we are doing right now, it's already starting to get attention, but it's going to start really stacking us some wins together. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. I'm fucking pumped about this season. We're going to be coming back in the next day or two with our defensive breakdown. That one might not be as good. We're still giving up chunk points, and that shit's killing me. But without that one quarter where we totally fuck ourselves, we got a shot at this. I'm telling you guys, we got a shot at this. Let me know what you guys think. I really appreciate everybody tuning in for these videos. It really gets me excited and gets me more pumped up for the season going forward. I'm Son Joku. Make sure you guys subscribe. Thanks for everybody for tuning in. Have a good night, guys. We'll see you next time.